Good morning. I'm in Tel Aviv. You can see me without a hat, mainly because I thought it's going to be a little bit cloudy, but it's not. I'm a little bit suffering. It's quite hot, 27 degrees, around 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It's I think the third war day between the terrorists in Palestine, in Gaza, and Israel. I'm at the port of Tel Aviv, which, as you know, if you actually travel with me, you know that I'm not really recommending that place on the weekend because there are too many children. But it's such a beautiful place, and it's supposed to be a very romantic place. But as you can see, I'm almost the only one here. Most of the Israelis are or in the army. I'm too old for that. But few of my family members are now at the reserve army, and I don't know what's happened with them because they cannot call us. I'm not using my earphones, mainly because I'm afraid that in every moment I will hear the siren. And yesterday, when I was with my daughter in the bus, I didn't hear the siren. My actually daughter woke me up, and then we went out. We actually been on the floor, touching every part of the ground to avoid missiles. Happily, nothing happened. I just came from a nice place of citizens, civilians, who wants to help the people of the kibbutzes and the settlements around Gaza Strip, and the soldiers of Israel that left everything and now they are fighting for us. It's a beautiful port, isn't it? It's usually full with so many restaurants and shops, and no one is actually open now. Not because there's no law. The law actually not allowed us to do that. But it's not really safe. And yes, you're right. I'm not doing something smart too, but I had to go to that place to donate a little bit of myself. I'm not going to work for the next half a year. Do I know it? Because when something like that happens, people are canceling their tours, and I can understand them. And that's actually what happened with most of my future tourists. And I know that when we will finish that war, it will take people to book a tour in Israel. It will take them time. I don't know if you can hear the booms. I can hear it. The border between us and the terrorists in Palestine is not so far, actually 40 minutes by car, and I can reach Gaza. Israel is not a big place anyhow. I've been asked so many questions, and I know that it's really strange for some of you. Another boom, another boom, another lots of booms now. It's not so far away from here, but there's no siren. If there's no siren, I believe that that it's not in my region. If you will hear the siren, I heard a lot of booms again. If I will hear the siren, I will know that a rocket is coming through us, and you will see me running. Gaza is somewhere there. I don't see any missiles over here, and in a way I got used to it. It's sad to say, but I got used to it. I've been asked about the people in Gaza. They're not suffering? They are. There are lots of people who are suffering now, and my heart is with them. The only problem is that they are controlled by a different government than than in the West Bank. They are controlled by ISIS and Al Qaeda, which are two of those terror organizations. And I'm not sure that they can do something, because if they will say something against them, you know what will happen to them. To deal with those groups is almost mission impossible, because what those groups that we call them Hamas, Jihad Islamic, Iran, are Muslim fundamentalist terrorists that we know it. I mean, you know it in the name of, by the name of ISIS and Al Qaeda. A few days ago, they surprised us, and more than a few thousand of the soldiers of their terrorists entered to Israel, and they killed more than 900 civilians. One of you called them freedom fighters. How crazy can a guy can be to call them freedom fighters? It's like to say, yeah, ISIS wants to free the world. Al Qaeda wants to free the world. On the way, they will kill anyone who is not a Muslim. And actually, they are killing themselves as well, because Muslim organization, Muslim terror organization, and I'm not talking about all the Muslims, I'm talking about a lot of the Muslims, that their mission is to follow the Quran according to their way. And to follow the Quran, it means that Jews, Christians, Hindus, Buddhists are not supposed to survive, to exist. Then I don't know what to say to those people who think that they are freedom fighters, because those freedom fighters, those terrorists, entered on Saturday morning to a club and killed 180 people who came to celebrate the holiday in Israel. They killed Christians, Muslims, Jews, and Buddhists. Wow, so many booms. My daughter is now on the way to somewhere north of Tel Aviv, because I'm not sure that Tel Aviv is a safe city now. Then I just kiss her goodbye, and she is on the way. I hope that everything is okay there. And with me, well, you know me, I must take videos. I'm so sorry if that video is not so nice to some of you, but I had to talk about it. I had to answer your questions. Those freedom fighters, Palestinian terrorists, Al Qaeda and ISIS, entered to one of the kibbutzes, one of the Jewish settlements in Israel, and killed half of them, 120 people. Kids, infants, ladies, old ladies. And they kidnap, I don't know how many, because we really don't know of them. Then they kidnapped them, and now they are in Gaza. We saw little children in Gaza crying to their mothers. I don't know what's happened to their mothers, but the Palestinians around there were laughing at them. Freedom fighters. It's so sad that Islamic countries are telling lies about Israel, and the people there are buying it. This is my way to convince them that we have no problem with the Palestinians. Well, we do, but Gaza is not part of Israel. Gaza is part of the Palestinians. Israel is not controlling Palestine. The border between Palestine and Gaza, Gaza and Palestine, and Tel Aviv and Egypt is closed. The Egyptians are not letting the Palestinians to enter Egypt. They have their own reasons. The only way of supplying electricity, water is from us. We are doing it for the Gaza Strip because instead of building their economic situation, they are building rockets. If someone's got rockets and they send to Israel around 5,000 rockets already, it means that they have money for something. There are very rich neighborhoods in Gaza, like Beverly Hills, that control by ISIS, by Al-Qaeda, by Hamas. Freedom fighters. Freedom fighters are kidnapping children and put them in boxes like animals without their parents. They kidnap old people without their medicines. We don't know what's happened to them. We don't know if they survive. We don't know if they are alive or not. Freedom fighters. It's so hurt to hear those nonsense. Yes, we have more power. No, we didn't use it to kill children. We'll never use it to kill children. But children are dying in Palestine, in Gaza Strip. And not because we want it. Because they are sending missiles from schools. They're donated by United Nations. The money comes from there. Freedom fighters. What can I tell you? Those are nice people. Then I think this is the first time that the world understands it. The world can understand and knows that we cannot talk with our terrorists. Because no one can talk with someone who's so fundamentalist that they will find themselves ways to convince themselves that we are the bad people. A lot of you knows me so many years. You're watching my videos and you know that the last thing is about hate. Usually when I'm taking groups with me, I want them to meet the Palestinians. We are shopping in Palestinian places. We are eating in Palestinian restaurants in Jerusalem and in other places. I wanted to meet those beautiful people to show that the Palestinians and Israelis are beautiful. In my side, they are crazy people. I have nothing good to talk about them as well. In their side, they are crazy people. Freedom fighters that kills innocent children and families just because they were in the club. I'm so full with emotions now. It's not because I'm not going to work for the next half year. Got used to it. It's because my friends lost their children in those villages. One of them just got a message that his brother just died. Died. They recognized his body. He was one of those people of the kibbutz, of the settlement, that died there. We just reached that settlement yesterday. Other one, another good friend of mine, doesn't know what's happened to his family members. They don't know if they died. They don't know if they are alive. They don't know if they've been kidnapped. And if they've been kidnapped, are they still alive? Let's hope that the world will understand that the problem between Israel and Palestine is not because of Jerusalem. It's not because of Palestine and Israel. The problem is deeper than that. It's between fundamentalists, it's between terrorists and people that still believes in peace, which are the Israelis. Well, not all of us, not all of us, there are a few of us that are not. I can still hear the booms. And I must tell you that I don't know if it's in the side of Israel, if it's like the Muslims, the terrorists are sending some rockets because they don't have money, or the Israelis that bombing Gaza now. People are suffering now. And this is the time to ask all of you to pray that that war will end, but to pray that the world will understand that ISIS, Iran, and Al-Qaeda is controlling Gaza Strip. Let's hope that the people of Gaza will fight and they will, I don't know, turn them, they will control Gaza and will show them the way out. There is something that I want to do, is to visit Gaza, and not as a soldier, as a freedom people, that visiting people who are free from their terror organizations. I hope that that video is not so difficult for you. I hope that we will find a solution, and I want you to pray for me and for them. Thank you very much for being with me. See you.